The power of letting go. Have you ever felt as if you were carrying a giant stone inside your chest? You wake up heavy. You walk through life, but every step feels like chains pulling you back. Today, I'll share with you a story about the power of letting go. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit subscribe so you won't miss the next story that just might change the way you see life. Maybe what's holding you down is not the world outside, not your circumstances. Yes, but the things you still refuse to let go of. Regret, anger, fear, memories that have long passed, yet still live rent-free in your mind. Today, I'll tell you a story. A story about the power of letting go. And maybe you'll find yourself within it. Eli was a young man full of dreams. He once believed he could change his life. He started a business, dove into projects with passion, sleepless nights, and unshakable hope. But everything collapsed. He failed. Money gone. Friends he trusted betrayed him. From that day on, Eli carried pain within, anger at those who turned their backs, regret for the mistakes he made, fear of failing once more. And so, he walked through life with an old, heavy sack on his back. Each day, the sack grew heavier. Inside it, stones carved with the words regret, anger, fear. At work, he carried it. At meals, it pressed on him. Every time he tried something new, the sack swelled, pulling him down. Little did he know, it wasn't the world holding him back. It was the weight of what he refused to release. One afternoon, Eli staggered along a road. He collapsed, gasping, sweat dripping, the sack nearly tearing his shoulders apart. Then, an old man appeared, thin yet gentle-eyed. He stopped, looked at Eli, and asked softly, "Why do you carry such a heavy sack, my boy?" Eli flinched, then gave a bitter smile. "I can't let it go. It's part of my life." The old man shook his head, speaking slowly. "No, son, that is not your life. That is merely the memory you choose to carry. What holds you back is not failure, but your refusal to release it." Eli froze. He opened the sack. Inside were large, dark stones, each one glowing with words: past, failure, pain. For the first time, Eli realized he was dragging an entire mountain of his own making. His hands trembled. He picked up the first stone carved with regret. He gripped it, then slowly let it fall. Thud! The stone hit the ground, echoing deep. Eli felt lighter. He reached for the second anger. Dropped it. Another thud. His chest eased. Only one left, fear. His hands shook violently. Tears welled up. Then, with a scream tearing through the sky, he hurled it down. At that very instant, Eli felt chains shatter inside him. For the first time in years, he stood tall. He slipped off the sack, dropped it to the ground. His shoulders free, his spirit light. The road ahead glowed, sunlight spilling across it, calling him forward. The music shifted from sorrow to hope. Eli walked on, no longer a prisoner of his past. We cannot change the past, but we can choose how we walk into the future. Letting go does not mean forgetting. Letting go does not mean giving up. Letting go means choosing freedom. It means making space in our hearts for what truly matters. If Eli could learn to let go, so can you. And perhaps, real happiness lies not in holding tight, but in knowing when to release. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means making space for what truly matters. And you? Inside your invisible sack, is there still a heavy stone? A regret? An anger? A fear? What is it that you know you should release, but haven't yet? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if this story touched your heart, don't forget to subscribe so we can share more inspiring stories together.